The July 24th, 2017 meeting of the Planning and Economic Development Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Ansello. Here. Ms. Boyce is excused. Chairwoman DeFlorio.
Here.
Ms. Cayley. Here. Mr. Moyo. Here. President Daniele. Here.
Welcome everyone to the Monroe County Planning and Economic Development Committee public hearing to approve and adopt proposed addition to the Monroe County Eastern Agricultural District. The public hearing is being held to give the public an opportunity to comment on the proposed addition to the district and the recommendations of the Monroe County Cultural and Farmland Protection Board. The July 24th, 2017 public hearing before the Monroe County Planning and Economic Development Committee will now come to order. This public hearing is part of the regular Planning and Economic Development Committee meeting. Article 25AA of the New York State Agricultural and Markets Law allows the county legislature to create agricultural districts. The law then requires the legislature to review each district 8 years after its creation and every 8 years thereafter to see if it is achieving its intended purpose, which is to help conserve and encourage the use of agricultural land for the production of agricultural products. In 2002 and 2003, the New York State Legislature adopted changes to the agricultural and market laws that enable property owners to petition for adding lands to the established agricultural district at a time designated by the county legislature. Previous to this change, property owners wishing to add lands to the agricultural district had to wait until the established 8-year anniversary date to petition the county legislature for action. A public hearing must be held prior to the legislature voting to add parcels to the agricultural district. The purpose of the public hearing is to give the public an opportunity to comment on the proposed additions.
A mailing regarding this public hearing was sent to supervisors, clerks, and landowners of the affected towns and the Commissioner of Agriculture and Markets on July 17, 2017. Affidavit of publication and posting of hearing notice in the Daily Record and Rochester Business Journal on July 21, 2017 has been received and is on file in the clerk's office.
Following the public hearing, the Planning and Economic Development Committee will take action and make a recommendation to the Monroe County Legislature for action at its next meeting, which is scheduled for 6 p.m. on Tuesday, August 8th, 2017. We will now hear public comment regarding the proposed addition to the agricultural district from the audience. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to address the committee on this subject? Seeing none, I declare the public hearing closed. As stated previously, the Planning and Economic Development Committee will take action on this matter, and it will come before the full legislature on August 8th, 2017. Following its adoption, a report and revised district map will be submitted to the New York State Department of Agriculture and Markets. Is there anyone signed up for the public forum this evening?
There is not.
Is there anyone present who has not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? Seeing none, the next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the June 26, 2017 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral 17-0183.
Moved by Legislature Ansello, seconded by President Daniele. Are there any questions? Yes, Legislator Cayley.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Through you to the administration, not to belabor this or anything, when you refer to the Eastern Agricultural District number 6, is that the parcel in its entirety, or is that part of a bigger district?
Through the chair, that's the whole district on the eastern side of the county.
All right, thank you. And then in that, without the addition of this acreage, how many acres are we talking about that exist now in number 6?
Through the chair.
Through the, well, yeah.
Through the chair, there are currently, not including this addition, just over 46,000 acres in the Eastern District.
Thank you.
Thank you. And through the chair, just because I don't know, can I look up on the county site a rendering of this district?
Through the chair, it's available on the GIS page of the county website. You can find it in there. If you have difficulty, we can supply you with a map too.
Through the chair, what I'm drilling down to is trying to understand how much of an area you would allow to be comprised of an ag district with regards to population, residency, and farming. So it's kind of a nebulous thing. Obviously, it would move around in content because of where it might be located in the county, but I'm just trying to get an idea of how big the county would allow, I'll give you another through the chair on this one, even though I said it, an area to become in terms of being a whole ag district.
Through the chair, there's no limitation on the size of an ag district or a parcel. It just has to meet the guidelines to be allowed to come into the district.
Okay, thank you. And then just lastly, I understand through the chair that this property is a commercial operation at present?
Through the chair, that's correct.
Thank you. And then through the chair, would it be remaining that way in the future, or was this woman planning on not operating?
Through the chair, as far as we know, the owner is planning to continue the operation.
Okay.
There may be plans for expansion, but that's outside the scope of the ag district.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Item carries. Are there any other matters to come before the committee? There being no other matters, the July 24, 2017 meeting of the Planning and Economic Development Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Planning and Economic Development Committee will be held on Monday, August 28th at 5:15 p.m.